Hello everybody and welcome to another round of the Premier Division in Speed Force Racing. It is round 18 at the Circuit of the Americas, and I'm first going to start with the championship. Because Medium Pilot is our championship winner. He is the world champion of the Premier Division this season because P. Wouters retired from the championship. So that means Gilles is now in P2 fighting with Nolan in P3. Sam is in P4, Midnight P5, Nicomania P6, Raikkonen P7, James Brennan P8, Verstappen P9, Bullet Boy P10, Bundy P11, Honey Badger P12, Chain Game P13, Vin P14, then we have Fodio in P15, Ollie in P16, Gasly in P17, Big Virgil in P18, and we have Nexus Morris in P19. The Constructor Championship is still very close with only 2 points between our leader McLaren and second place Williams. In third we have Haas, in fourth is Mercedes, in fifth it's Red Bull, in sixth it is Alfa Romeo, in P7 it's Renault, P8 is Racing Point, P9 is Ferrari, and last but not least is Toro Rosso. And alone tonight, I'm here with my very good friend and GP4 driver,
Hello,
Shadow.
hello.
How are you doing, mate?
Doing good, mate. Excited. I haven't watched enough of the Premier. Of the Premier, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm still excited for tonight's race. What about you?
Yeah, I'm very excited always for this circuit. It's always a very eventful race. I'm looking forward, just like I did on Tuesday. How was the GP3 race for you, mate? I mean the GP2. Yeah.
GP2 race? Oh, mate, it was fun. Plenty of battles. Obviously, you've had like Yarn with the Drivers' Championship, and overall, it was just a quality race, I have to say.
Yeah, I guess that's almost every. It doesn't matter which division you're in, GP4, GP3. It's always a good race here at the Circuit of the Americas. Welcome, Bullet Boy, in the stream. Leave a like if you didn't do it already. So, what do you have to know about GP1? We have a championship winner, and that is Medium Pilot. He isn't there tonight yet. Hopefully he will join. And we still have a battle for P2 between Gilles and Nolan. Nolan is already in a session. I don't see Gilles at the moment. Maybe he will join later. I hope that he will.
Yeah.
But with the problem we had the last few races is that a lot of GP1 drivers didn't show up. Because last week we even had to invite GP4 drivers to race at the Premier Division to help us out. So hopefully there will be a lot more tonight. We're at the moment with 16 drivers.
Yeah, unless people come in.
Yeah.
Which... What car? Who shouts? Wait, you? Clarky Boy's now shouting in the GT2 chat because Lee just informed the guys that their couple of space is free. Yeah. I'm only in that group chat because I'm a commentator, but otherwise I have no purpose there. Oh.
So we're at the moment waiting till everyone joins this race and we'll get into qualifying. You said you didn't really watch the GP1 race yet, so what are you expecting of the times in qualifying?
Rapid. Something that will put my times to shame.
That just booms your head.
Yeah.
Then you think how is that even possible?
It's like, yeah, exactly.
So we'll see that.
Invite. I was just reading the oh bloody hell! I keep getting too much notifications for the SFR chats, but hey, it doesn't bother me. It is what it is. I have to keep an eye on what goes on and talk when needed. But yeah,
that will be fun, mate.
Yeah.
Just a little bit difficult at the moment because I don't really know where to talk about because we're still waiting to get the session on. So I will look to the comments section if someone has a story to tell. It's the moment to do it. Get your moment of fame.
Laserlord, Nolan, and James Braden all in the comments. Yeah.
Nolan, it's great to have you back, mate. We'll
Yeah.
see Raikkonen also joined. That's
Exactly.
good news. I don't see Jill and Medium Pilot.
Surprising, actually.
Yeah,
Clarky Boy's just
Medium
joined in
Pilot
the
is a
Racing
champion,
Point.
so yeah, he doesn't really
Yeah.
need anything, but Jill's still fighting
Mm.
for the P2 position.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a 130.3 that they think, or a 129.9. Ooh.
Yeah.
I also think we can get into the 129s today.
Mm.
While everyone is getting ready,
Mm.
so
Yeah,
we
I
will
agree.
be in
I
the
agree,
qualifying.
Nolan. I do like
very
the
short.
I do like the cockpit
Yeah.
camera. To be fair,
Yeah, it's great.
It's what I
There's
use
also
all
a
the time
camera
when I
on this
play
track
F1.
that you are on
Yeah.
the rear wing. That's
On
also
other-
great.
Yeah, it's like on other races, I normally go with like the rear bumper, like with a closer view. But when it comes to F1, it's easiest to see. Well, it's easier to use because it is.
It isn't.
Yeah.
So at the moment we are
Yeah.
getting into qualifying, and maybe we'll get rain. We saw it in the GP4 race. In the race, I don't think it was it yesterday. Some rain at the point. Or was
Yeah,
it dry?
it was near the end of the race.
Ooh.
And I think somebody went out on Inters, I think. But yeah,
But it won't be raining this qualifying
Yeah.
session.
now now I'm intrigued. Who will be the first one to go out on track?
That's always something to guess.
Yeah.
Already here a car, so that's a
Yep.
fast one. I see the Mercedes
Oh, I see a
crew.
Mercedes
Yeah.
coming out. It is. Who's gonna take my strategy and go out first? It is.
I think it's Nolan. It is Nolan.
Gotta be Nolan. Is it Nolan?
Back again
Yeah, it's
after
Nolan.
3 races without a star, I think. So very good to have him back.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Off
And
he
it's a
goes.
Racing Point behind him. I think it's Clark. It is Clark.
Yeah, Venom coming out. Bullet Boy coming out as well. The other Racing Point of Clarky Boy.
Maybe it is a good thing to you for take
Yeah.
a sheet and maybe
Yeah.
note the penalties. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
That's a fast way then to look
Yeah.
who is leading. And I see Nolan has, maybe it's a glitch, but does he have driver's number 42?
He does have 42 in the car.
That's my number, mate. Come on. He just stole my number. It's
Oh.
unbelievable.
Oh, I
He
drive.
just took the paint
I
from my
should,
car.
I've got the I drive with number 13 on my car, so it'll be.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna
The
need
unlucky
hashtag,
number.
Yeah, the hashtag SP13.
Well, the Racing Point is getting quite closely
Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
Mercedes. So hopefully he will
Yeah.
have enough space, because otherwise
know
he
he-
will ruin his own lap.
Clarky Boy's slowing down. VRT Venom behind. Well, obviously behind Nolan, but
And we will be
What?
following Nolan, the first
after
guy on track
seeing
to set a time.
JV's helmet, sorry. Yeah. After I know it's a bit off topic from the race itself, but after seeing JV's new helmet design on Twitter, this has actually convinced, is persuaded me to make make a helmet design.
it
for
looks
my
like we
Williams.
already have a fight in qualifying
Yeah.
between
It feels like
Nolan
a
and
battle for position.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
Nolan
second
doesn't
yellow
want to
flag,
give him
sector 3. Probably
doesn't want to
keep
give
it slowing
slipstream.
down. Look. There it is.
Nolan looking very fast due to the first sector at 24.5.
Yep.
And it looks like the Racing Point is backing off.
Yeah. Yeah, because the last thing you want is to ruin someone else's qualifying.
It is.
And they end up getting pissed off at you and in front of you in the group in your group chat about it. But
And maybe it is very early, but this could be possibly a pole position lap already, because Nolan is
Yeah.
one of the faster drivers in GP1.
Yeah.
A 1.0 as sector
That's
2 time. Wow,
This is looking good.
this is looking very good.
It is.
My strategy at this track at qualifying was just to put in a slow lap because I had a lap then tried
Yeah.
the other takes to better it.
I don't use my fuel and ERS unless I'm on my hot lap. Well, unless I'm
Oh,
on my
he's going in.
official lap. Why?
So he probably,
Probably an invalidated lap
yeah,
time, I'm not too
probably
sure.
he did. So
So here
Venom is
comes
setting the
Clarky
first lap
Boy.
at 131.9, the racing point. Now Bullet Boy
Wait
is
for it.
coming to the line. He is putting a 133.3 on the hard
What a
tires.
good
Wow,
lap.
that's an amazing lap.
It is. Here comes Fotio.
Verstappen is putting a 132.1.
Good lap.
Clarky Boy a
Fotio
134.2 on the hards.
No,
That's also
he's
good.
not. That's enough. Damn it. Heading into the home turn. Right. One more corner to go. What does he get?
It is a
Yes.
133.7 for Sam, and it will be a 132.0 for
GFO
Folio.
it's got a 1 minute 32.0.
Gilles is here. Wait, what?
What a lap from Gio. But
Gilles putting a
GFO,
130.9, but
take a
I
bow.
didn't saw him in the driver
Yeah.
list. So that's I'm happy to see
Yeah,
he
I
is
saw
here.
his lap.
Yeah, unbelievable lap from him. A
Yeah.
130.9. Very well done from Gilles.
Because Gilles going. Oh, Gilles on the move. I think he's lowering his energy and fuel. Good strategy to be fair.
Looking to Morris now, who is on the medium tires. Just about to finish his second sector. 1.3.3 on the mediums. So maybe a little slow.
Yeah.
What can he do during the last sector?
What can he do? He's on the Nolan's on the outlap as well.
He has still
Yeah.
very much ERS left, Morris.
Where's Morris?
Morris
Oh
is
yeah,
now in the
Jamie
last
Morris.
corner.
Yeah, sorry.
And he
mate.
is going in again.
Yeah.
Vin now is in his third sector, but that's a very slow lap, so I don't think he will.
Yeah.
He will finish that.
What does Finn do? What will Finn do? What does he have? He
Well,
has
40.0.
1 minute 40.
And it's invalidated, so
It's
maybe
invalidated
he's just
anyway,
warming
so-
his tires on.
But
Well,
Chain
Chain
Gang
Gang goes fifth.
Chain Woo. Wow, 1 minute 33.0.
That's a good lap.
It is.
Midnight is on his out lap.
What
Honey
is
Badger now doing a
Raikkonen-
time lap
yeah.
in sector 1.
Raikkonen and Nolan are both on their out laps.
But I don't think Honey Badger is pushing.
Vin
Or
going
is he?
second.
Okay, well, we'll look to Vin first then. Oh no, he is just behind Honey Badger. That's maybe an interesting one.
Yeah.
Maybe he wants to slipstream.
Honey Badger isn't even on his out lap either. Well, so he's gonna push it.
He is gonna push it. He's on the
Yeah,
hard tires,
exactly.
but which time can he set? He is a 1.4 point. No, he is not doing his lap.
Probably
So
you've
now
got
it is
invalidated,
Vin.
But
The Williams.
if he's got 0 DRS, and I'm just gonna assume that the lap has been invalidated. So
It is.
yeah.
What time can Vin set on the hard tires? He's going fast through the last sector. This possibly can be a very good lap. It's gonna be a 134.1. Wow, Yarham goes second fastest.
what a lap.
131.4. Very good lap of him.
And for the GP2 champion as well.
Midnight now. In this
Yeah.
last sector, locks up a little bit on the inside.
Just saw Williams.
Lost it back also a little bit, but it goes third fastest with 131.5. And still some
What a
improvement
lap from
possible.
Midnight.
Midnight can be taking pole position today. I think
Big
there's
George
really
is slowing
possibilities
down.
for him. Well, Nolan
Probably
invalidated
someone
his lap
else.
100% here. Raikkonen
Yeah.
now in sector 2 on the soft tires.
What did he do?
A 1.2 as Sector
Not
2.
too
That's a
bad.
good time for him.
Yeah. Sector 2. Yeah,
A little bit struggling with the car.
Yeah.
What time can Raikkonen be setting here?
What does he get?
There are some yellow flags here, probably for someone
Yeah.
slowing down to start his lap. It looks like a very good lap of Raikkonen. What time can he set? 1:31.2.
1:31.3.
Second fastest. Wow. That's
what a
amazing
lap
for
for
Raikkonen. That's really unexpected for him. He's not
I
one of the
know.
fastest guy in GP1 normally, but that's a very good lap of
Yeah.
him. So very well done to him.
Yeah.
Morris is trying again to put
Morris is
another lap in
pushing.
Sector 1, but I already think he
I
invalidated
think
it.
it's likely he's got his lap invalidated. 'cause
Yeah,
he's
me
on
too.
Low energy.
That was
Or
very
maybe he's got his
out
auto
on the track.
on, but like I do. But yeah. Sector 1, yeah. Sector 2.
We had a yellow for a second on the whole lap.
Yeah.
That's some crazy glitches all the time.
Braden's still in the pits.
Yeah, he is.
I'm surprised how he hasn't come out yet. Oh.
Jamie
Nolan's
Morris.
Really struggling
I
with
really
that
think he
car.
invalidated his lap already, but he's still going. 1:2.1 in his second sector. It's not one of the fastest times,
No. I agree.
but he almost has whole his ERS, so I think he's just loading up his tires, if I'm totally honest.
Yep.
We're gonna look who is putting some quick times in. Honey Badger is doing 3/10 up on his
Morris
time
is in
during that first
pits.
sector.
Nolan is weak. I just spotted Nolan weaving about, trying to get some warmth into his tyres.
He is.
Yep.
Well, Gio is also starting another lap. We'll follow him. And a lap over the circuit of the Americas.
Honey Badger do? He had the... .3 for Badger, Honey Badger heading into Sector 3.
That's not too bad on the hot tires, I think.
No.
Well, I think Gio invalidated his lap.
Yeah.
Still pushing though, so we'll keep following him.
What does Honey Badger do? Oh, he's not going to beat it. Ouch. He hasn't been able to cross the line of the 1 minute. But oh, he nearly slid. But he improves his lap nonetheless for 1 minute 35. But still the slowest out of the guys that have done.
Yeah, I guess
done
he has
those.
to pit to put mediums or softs, because otherwise he is really struggling on those soft tires.
Yeah.
And Gio is letting it go 6
That's
tenths
the Nolan.
down on his time. Thomas is doing 2 tenths quicker. That could possibly be a low 31. We'll follow him, the Toro Rosso driver.
Looking good. Looking promising.
This is one of the trickiest corners, I think, because it's
It
very easy
is.
to lose your back there.
Yeah.
And it's also a corner where you can do the JB move. What can Thomas set? It's gonna be a good time, I guess. Lost a little bit of time, I think, but he is
he's
going
at
second fastest as a
fastest.
1:31.1.
What?
Very good lap of Thomas. And is getting quite close at the top.
And add to Nolan, who did the 1 minute 4 on his lap,
Yeah, that's not good.
lap. No.
He's struggling, Nolan. And he's going
Oh,
into
he
the
had
pits
an,
again.
must have had an invalidated lap time again. Whoa, he nearly slid into pit. Oh my god.
Clocky boy is on
Anyway.
a timed lap, I guess. Don't know if he's
Yeah.
really pushing. I don't think so, because he has a lot of ERS left. We'll look to him if he can set a faster time, but I don't know, it won't be.
It's gonna be quick enough. So he's gonna end it. It's because he's low on fuel as well.
Yarham is doing another time lap. He's just a little tenth down to his time, so that could possibly be a better one. Still has improvements to make in Sector 2 and Sector 3. Follow the Mercedes. Yarham losing a lot of ERS power.
Yeah.
A
Might be in a
one
there. Lap.
1.5.
Oh no, he's on
It's
Max
1/10 down. So it's still
Yeah.
possible to improve his lap. If he can get if he can get a good corner here, that's quite okay.
Yeah.
What time can he set? Because we don't know. Maybe he had a very slow last sector in his last lap, so it still could be. Ooh, that was quite wide, and he is trying to get into the pits, but he didn't. Oh,
ouch.
That's
Really
don't know if that is really
if he did that
due to the rules. Don't know if you can turn around and go into the pits again, but
yeah.
Raikkonen is going
Braden's
almost
still in
exact the
pits and
same
he hasn't
time
even
as
had
he
a
did.
lap. I don't know if he's gone somewhere, but
Yeah, or
not
he's
out
just
yet.
waiting to put one lap in, but that should be a very rare strategy, I think. Following Raikkonen at the moment, and he is 1/10 down to his time.
What does Nolan do on his out lap?
Don't know if he invalidated it.
Yeah. Norris. What did he get? This is looking like a promising lap for the Toro Rosso. He gets up into sixth with a 1 minute 31.5. Very good lap from the Toro Rosso.
Well, Raikkonen is going back into the pits.
Yeah.
Venom is doing a timed lap. He was 1/10 down to his time. Can he still improve it? Yes, he can, going into P7 with 1:31.7.
Good lap.
And we still have 2 drivers without a time. While Big Virgil is doing 6/10 better than his last time. Than his best time, I should say. So that
Braden is coming out!
He is, wow!
Holy cow, let's get that proper interesting.
Imagine him now taking pole position with 1 run. That should be an amazing one.
That has got to be the story of the week.
And Big Virgil is going back in, he disabled his lap in the last sector.
Yeah.
Honey Badger is also doing his very slow lap.
Nolan's on his first lap.
Yeah, Nolan didn't put a time in as well. So this has to be a good time then. Or he has to do it very quick then, another one. Now you have the difficulties.
Really
do
that Merc to the limit.
And yeah,
and he's got his lap invalidated again.
That I was going to say, I'm pushing to the limit and maybe have an invalidated lap and start from last place. But now he has to save everything he's got and try again next lap.
He's had some proper bad luck tonight in this qualifying session.
Yeah, but it's still possible if he now just save everything and then try again next lap.
Yeah.
Now we're coming on a point where almost everyone is on an out lap.
Yeah.
Sam also needs to improve his times. P14 isn't good enough for him.
No,
Sam, who made a very good improvement during the last races. But he wants to start on mediums.
Yeah.
He didn't go again on the soft tires. We only have 3 people didn't go on the softs. That's Sam and Finn on the mediums and Honey Badger on the hards.
Yeah.
Honey Badger isn't doing another lap.
Both Hasses are on our lap, I've just noticed.
Chain Game is the first one to set his last time.
What does Braden do on his lap?
Ooh, that was a very close move with his teammate Big Virgil. He was slowing down to let him through. Chain Game 1/10 down to his time, while Honey Badger returns from
Honey
the
Badger's out.
Yeah, he was in the pit lane. He did another lap, so it's not he crashed or something. Can Chain Game still improve his time, and can someone still get pole position? If Nolan is able to put a lap in, I think he lost his P2 in the championship. Chain Game, is he improving his lap? Oh, it's so close, only 100 up on his time. What can the Ferrari do? The first one to set his final lap. Morris, Venom, Big Virgil and Honey Badger won't be doing another lap. Raikkonen neither. What can Chain Game do? Oh, goes very wide there. Don't know if that's invalidated. Vin also doesn't want to do another lap. Chain game goes 9th fastest. Doesn't
What does
improve his
Braden
time.
get?
Is
He's in the
Gio
1
gonna
minute
improve?
30.
Yes, he is. A
It's-
1:30.6
What
for
a
Gio.
lap! What a lap!
And that will be
Jay
probably pole
Braden up
position.
into 5th as well.
Very
With
well
a
done
1
from
minute
James.
31.4. And
What
Nolan
can
up into
Thomas do?
2nd.
Nolan goes
What a
second
lap from
fastest.
the back.
That's very well done. With the pressure. What can Thomas do?
Well
Can
done.
Thomas still take pole position? No, he can't. He's in
Dylan.
P3 at the moment. What is Joachim doing? He's
Yeah,
doing exact the
P3.
same time like last lap.
What does our GP champion do?
The last one to possibly
Our GP
take pole
champion,
position.
sorry. But anyway.
What can Joachim do?
What
Is
can
it
he
possible?
do?
No, it won't be.
Oh,
It will be Gilles on pole position. Joachim
Fifth
goes in
place.
P5. Just ahead of Raikkonen.
Pride. Champion.
Then it's
GP2
only Clarky
champion.
who is still setting
Yeah.
a time. He's 6 tenths up on his time in the sector 2. What can he do? What time can he set in? Can he put himself in the top 10?
What can he do?
It is a 31.7 for him, and that results in a
Slightly
P11.
P11.
So it will be Gio starting from pole position and Nolan on P2. The fight for P2 in the championship is still on.
Yep.
So our qualifying is Gio on pole position. Nolan is starting from the first row. It's Thomas on P3, Bullet Boy P4, Johan P5, Raikkonen P6, James Braden P7, Midnight P8, Morris P9, Frodio P10, Clarky P11, Venom P12, Chain Game P13, Verstappen P14. It is Big Virgil P15, Vin P16, Sam P17, and Honey Badger P18. What a lap of Nolan. With all the pressure, he didn't have a lap, and then putting himself in second place. That's very well done for him. I didn't expect that he
Yeah.
even would
What
get a
a
lap in,
lap.
and then putting him
Yeah,
onto
fair play to
P2.
Nolan.
Very well done to him.
He must have been fuming during his bad luck
Yeah.
spell in qualifying, but at least he got that lap in, and he's in. On
And he
the
did it
front
on
row, which
one lap
is
all the
matters-
tires.
which matters for him. Yeah.
So I guess we'll see a very close race to take the win today.
Yeah.
The drivers are choosing their strategy. What strategy do you think is the best one here?
Soft to mediums on dry when it's a dry race.
Just the one stop? Or soft,
Yeah.
medium, soft? With two stop, that's also a possibility, I think.
It worked well for him in Mexico, and I came in 8th, which unlike the previous race was like, like I said, I think I said this in the on commentary in GP2, but that race in Mexico actually felt like was like my best for me personally. It was like my best one of the year, but which of course you got your first SFR win as well, right there as well.
It is the whole top 10 on
Yeah.
soft tires. It's Clarky on
Yeah.
P11 on the soft. Then it's Venom, Chain Game, Verstappen on the mediums. Big Virgil starting on soft tires. Then Vin and Sam on the mediums. And Honey Badger also on the soft tires. What will happen during this race today? It's been a very good week in Speed Force Racing. All the races have been very good, very close battles all around the track. And what will happen during the Premier Division tonight? I'm just gonna look how many points Gilles is ahead of Nolan, so we can know that. Maybe it will be interesting during the end of the race. Gilles is 18 points ahead of Nolan.
Yeah. And it'll be interesting to see how the team battle plays out as well.
It will.
Because Williams are only 2 points off McLaren's in the team standings.
And
so
we
if
have...
BRT Raikkonen has a good race and Vin gets into the top 10.
Yeah, we have two Williams
we'll
and
go
only
top.
one McLaren.
Yeah.
And Sam is starting
So
from
it's a tall order for
P17.
Sam, who's down
If
in
Raikkonen just
P17.
can put more than 2 points in, that will be
Yeah.
amazing. Well, Thomas goes in front of Gilles. That's an interesting move of the AI again.
Yeah.
I think Thomas just wants to lead this race.
Yeah.
Or
Right.
it is a
They're
mysterious...
just desperate to get out on track,
yeah.
I believe, if you ask me.
I think it is.
Yeah.
The drivers
I'm like
now
that as well. when I'm
lining
racing,
up.
But yeah.
Lining up to start
Explains
there.
why I'm nearly always the first one out on the track in qualifying in GP4, which Maggi has turned into a bit into a running joke with me and some of the guys on the chat.
Who you'll be watching
On the
from the
chat,
start.
Yeah. I'll be bringing up the rear.
We have all the drivers lined up. We have the green flag waving. Red lights are going on for this American Grand Prix, and the lights are off. And we started this race in the
Good
Premier
start from
Division.
Gilles.
Very good start from Gilles. Nolan in P2.
Oh,
And while there's
contact!
contact between I think the Toro Rosso and the Red
Verstappen has
Bull.
lost has damaged his front wing.
And already a controversial start again.
This is chaos.
And what will happen during this first sector?
Oh!
I think a Red Bull went very wide there. It's Bullet Boy.
Oh!
And there's a Ferrari also lost his back.
Oh
What is
my
happening?
God!
It's
Bullet Boy is out.
retired. Big Virgil lost it all. Bullet Boy
Virgil
just retired on
involved.
track. So it's
Venom as well.
Oh, and Big Virgil crashes again. He's into the barriers.
Oh my God.
I think that's a case of cold tires still.
Yeah.
And Gio is now very close to get overtaken by Nolan. Will it
It's
already
probably
happen
gonna
in
be a
first
safety
lap?
car unless
Gio's
something happened.
putting
Bullet Boy
very
leads
much
session, sorry.
defending, but
Ooh,
Nolan taking
Raikkonen
P1
go
at
down
the
the
moment.
inside. Not close enough.
Raikkonen in
Gio-
P3 already. Starting in
Wow, what
P6,
a
now
start.
in P3. What a start from Raikkonen.
And a big boost for
And
Williams
Nolan
and
still
the team
fighting
standings
with
too.
Gio. Oh, and
It's a
Raikkonen.
three-way battle for
Yeah,
the
it
lead.
is. Gio and
as
Nolan, what a fight
Thomas gets
already.
overtaken by Yarum.
Already a lot of overtakes and battles
Very
during.
chaotic first lap.
It is. James
And
Brabham
we already had a
had
casualty as well.
Wow. Already a penalty
Braden
for
got
multiple
a penalty.
warnings. Nolan leading this race at the moment. He managed to get in front of Gio, who had a very great start. But I think he had a bad exit then on the straight.
Yeah.
It's Raikkonen in P3 who also had a very good start.
Chain game as well.
Honey Badger is in the pit, just like Venom
Yeah.
and Vin.
Yeah.
So that's a bad
Guessing
start
these
for
were
the
guys
Williams
that got
then.
involved. Yeah.
While Verstappen gets a
got
3-second time penalty already.
penalty. Wow. The arms on the back of VRT Raikkonen. Lowered his energy ERS to 10.
A very eventful start of the
zero,
race
sorry.
again.
Yep.
And the midfield is very close all to each other.
Yeah.
I think James
right on the
Braden
back
is the
of Vin
closest one at the
back.
moment.
Yeah.
He's gonna try it on Fodio down the outside, but Fodio is defending that very well.
Brilliant defending for the Alpha.
Well, Clocky Boy gets in front of Verstappen. I thought it was Verstappen who made some contact, but if he didn't pit,
Yeah.
I guess it wasn't him then. And it
Yarm
was
with a
Bullet Boy.
3-second time penalty.
Already 3 penalties in 2 laps, that's very fast.
I know. Thumbs up on chaos. It's actually only nearly lap 2 is nearly done, but yeah, very chaotic start to the race.
It is. Welcome in GP1, mate.
Yeah.
I'm putting some very
I'm
quick
enjoying
times.
it already.
While Verstappen and Sam. Oh no, it's just
Low
Verstappen going into the pit now, so maybe he had some contact.
Yeah. Them up into 12th.
Vin is now very
Way
close to
back
Venom
on
at the back of the
2
grid.
seconds behind Clarky Boy in P11.
And Nolan is almost 1 second ahead of Gio, so Gio has to keep that 1 second because from this lap it will be DRS.
Yep. VRT Raikkonen is not far off. Gio. There's only about like.
Well,
under a
Raikkonen is
second
doing a
off
very
each
good
other.
job at the moment.
He is. Yeah,
Not long ago he did that well, but
Yarm
Midnight is
fourth,
very close to James.
Thomas fifth.
Is he gonna try it on the inside? He did it down the inside.
What a
That was a
move.
very close one to Fordio to be hitting, but Fordio will have the better exit now. And we'll have the slipstream.
Yeah, DRS. Can Braden get him back?
I think he can.
He goes for it. Can he?
Look how many cars there are. Now, Braden down the inside.
Ooh.
Fighting with Midnight, still next to each other.
This could get interesting. And
Hopefully
and there's
it
another
will
guy
stay
with the
clean.
13 number. No, I'm not the only
Still
one.
next to
13
each
in
other,
SFR.
and I think there was a little
slight
touch there.
contact.
Between Midnight and James.
Yeah.
Still very close battles on track at the moment.
Yep.
Midnight to James, and also Morris is now coming very close to that battle.
So's Chain Game as
It
well.
is,
Clarky.
And Clarky, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's around 6 people fighting for one position at the moment.
Yeah.
That's a very interesting one. Midnight is now gonna try it on James again, and I think he did it. Yes, he did.
Wow.
See him some great fights
it's
already.
So it's 6 and 7 for both Alfa Romeos.
Alfa Romeo doing a very good job.
Yeah. Like they often do in SFR as well, because Votio went wide.
Yeah, Fordio went very wide there. Oh my god, everyone is just 1/10 of each other. It's so close racing. Everyone will be overtaking each other on the straight, I think. So that will be a very interesting one. While Clarky tries the inside of Chain Game, and Chain Game's hit Morris.
Jamie gets sideways.
Oh, I think Chain Game wants to outbrake Clarky, and then just hit Morris.
Yeah.
Now very close battles on track.
Fordio
overtook
battling.
James, but now James will have the better
Goes down
exit.
the inside.
And
Can he
they
get
touched.
him?
A little
Oh,
touch there.
contact!
That was a bit brutal of James, I think. And now Fordio won't be giving him space. Oh, what a close battle.
Ruthless.
And now Clarky is also trying to overtake them.
Yeah.
Still a fight between
Braden
James and Fordio.
still battling.
Yeah. Great battles going on here. Fordio just behind James now.
This is fun.
This is great racing.
I know.
There are 5 cars just behind each other.
It makes me itching. Makes me itch even. Well, makes me even more eager just to get out on track.
Yeah, it is. Clarky boy, will he try it again on Fordio? No, he won't.
Get there.
Very close battle now, at the mid of the pack. Well, Thomas is very close to Yarham.
Yep.
Clarky boy gets a 3-second time penalty. We're now focusing on the fight with Thomas and Yarham.
Yep.
Fighting for P4.
Interesting, see what happens.
This has to be an easy one from Thomas.
Yeah.
You'd say that.
Yeah.
With slipstream, with ERS, with DRS.
I think Clarky boy got a little bit of contact with Fotio, I'm not too sure.
Thomas now side to side with Yarham. It will be a good move. Yarham isn't. That was pushed a little wide from Thomas.
Yeah.
But Thomas did take P4, and now we're watching to Fordio and James again. I think we're in for a battle just like on Tuesday.
Yeah. Yeah, we are.
A battle for the whole race long. While Morris is now trying to overtake Clarky boy. Wow. This track is just amazing.
It is. It so is, and I cannot wait to go to Brazil. But this is just fun.
Still the middle of the pack. I think they're already with 7 drivers just behind each other. Wow.
Well, I know.
Yo, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 drivers just behind each other. Well, Fordio gets in front of James again, and James has a better exit now. Oh, it's so close racing between the two of them.
It is. There's got to be the battle of the race so far.
If someone crashes into each other, it will be very angry team radio.
Yeah. Yeah, wish we had that.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
That would be so cool. Then again, you'd probably hear me and Hooky having outbursts on the on the comms after something happens.
Sam is now very close to overtaking Clarky down the outside. What a move of Sam!
What a move!
but he isn't having the better exit, so now he has to try it. Look how many people are trying to overtake each other. And while they're overtaking each other, they have to defend too. What will happen? This can't go well for 22 laps more, I think. I hope it will, but I think that's very optimistic. James gets in front again of Morris, while Sam gets in front of Clocky Boy. Clocky Boy is still down the inside, so he has to watch out that he didn't touch it. So close driving without touching each other. It's amazing
it's like
to see.
How much? There's a big train of cars. So it's like
it's unbelievable.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 car train.
Wow, Nolan is very close to Gilles again. Gilles has overtaken Nolan. That's gone without a sight. So sorry for that, but it's such an amazing battle. While James gets into the pits, so his tires already are dead. Now we're looking to the fight at the top of the race. While Nolan gets a 3-second time penalty. That won't bring him in a good humor, I think. So at the moment, virtually he's 3 seconds behind Gilles.
That's gonna put him up into the second.
Yeah, Raikkonen is doing an amazing job if he can keep this race pace. It won't be an overtake at the top of the race, so we're going back to our middle fight. With Fodio, Morris, Sam, Clarky and Chain Game. Who will be overtaking who this time?
Yeah.
Still 5 cars fighting with each other. Morris is trying to overtake Fodio. Sam is also in that fight. Are they going to get 3 wide? Almost. Sam is doing a great job at the moment. He's into P9.
Very good move.
And that's great racing from the McLaren driver.
Down to 9. Clarky Boy in 10. Oh, this
very
is
good.
Interesting.
This is such a good
Braden's
racing.
Down into 12. Oh, he's pitted.
Well, Clarky and
Nolan's out!
What happened?
Oh no!
It is in the pit lane.
What happened?
He retired in the pit lane. I think he crashed at the pit lane. At the pit lane entry. Oh my god. This can't be real.
No.
I think Nolan crashed at the pit entry.
What a shame.
Oh my god.
Can you believe it?
This is unbelievable. We're watching at the fight at the middle because the fight at the top was around 1 second.
Now Sam's up to 5th in the McLaren.
Yeah, what an amazing job he is doing. Started at the back of the grid, and now he's back where he belongs. And he is on a better tire strategy.
He's still on the back of Morris.
Sam could possibly win this race.
Yeah.
He is on a better strategy. And everyone in front didn't pit yet, so this could be a very good one for him. Well, Chain Game tried the outside on Fodio. Yeah. Oh, almost lost his car there. Sam now trying to get P4 down the outside of Morris. And that's with amazing overspeed. Sam now in P4. Oh, and Morris has to go very wide there, taking a 3-second time penalty to avoid crashing into Sam there. But I think this is the point where the mediums are starting to get better than the softs.
Better move a 3-second time penalty. It's that. Well, Raikkonen's currently on his own for a minute, but there's that 1, 2, 3, 4 car. It's the 4 car. It's another 4 car train.
It's unbelievable. And now Fodio and Morris are going into the pit. Clarky and Chain Game staying out, just as Sam, but Sam is on a medium, so he can go. I think still around
time penalty.
7-8 laps. At this moment, Gilles in P1, Thomas in P2, and Sam on P3. What a disaster for Nolan. Was doing a great fight with Gilles, and I think it was that he retires, that he crashed himself into the pit entry. Maybe he can say it in the stream, because I thought he was there a few at the start. But wow.
Oh no.
Closest battle on track at the moment is Verstappen trying to get the P9 of Midnight. Midnight on fresh hard tires. Verstappen on
Yep.
6 lap old mediums.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting. Verstappen has DRS, but JME is obviously too far back to get
It
that.
is. Can Verstappen get close enough to try and make the move? He has a lot of overspeed there. I think he's gonna try it. No, he
Go
isn't.
over it. No, too far out.
The real Verstappen would have tried that, I think.
Yeah.
And then would have crashed himself out and then blame Midnight.
Yeah. And then he goes up to shove him after the race.
I think.
Never forget Brazil 2018, where he basically tried to race Ocon, who was a lap down, and shut the door.
I don't think he won't forget that very quick. Well, Jargon gets a 3-second time penalty again. I think that's his second one already. James also gets a 3-second time penalty.
Braden with a 3-second.
Clark is in the pit now, so that will be a close one to see where he is coming out. Going on to the mediums.
Jill comfortably out on his own.
He is.
Yeah.
At the moment,
run his own bubble in P2.
At the moment, Sam is around 14 seconds off to Gilles. No, 30 seconds. I'm sorry. It's quick maths.
Yeah.
So that will maybe be an interesting one. When are they going to stop? The first two guys are the only ones who didn't stop on the soft tires yet. Gilles and Thomas.
Yeah.
Already 9 lap old. This should be the moment where Sam is really catching them. If he can do that, he still has a possibility to still win this race, and that should be amazing for him.
He does.
Starting from the back of the grid.
Yeah,
but that's maybe a little bit too much.
Performance of the weekend.
Yeah, if he could make a podium, I think he is already very happy with himself.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens there.
And an instant nominee for driving of the day as well.
Indeed.
If that happens, yeah.
Verstappen now 3/10 behind
Thomas
Midnight. And Midnight is very close again to James. So we're getting a fight there again, the next few laps.
Although,
and Gilles is in the pits indeed,
on the hard
on the mediums.
Fresher tyres as well.
And now Sam at the moment is leading this race. It took him 11 laps to get from the back of the grid to the lead. And now he has to push. Now he has to push.
He really has to push, yeah. Now Gilles right behind VRT Raikkonen.
Oh, that should be an interesting one, I think. Joachim is also just behind Gilles. Ooh. Joachim just behind Gilles, so Joachim took a lot of time. At the moment Gilles was doing on his soft tires.
Yeah.
But now Gilles will have the slightly better tires at the moment.
Ooh. This could get interesting. Gilles on the back of Raikkonen. I just love how it's interesting how it's mad how everything just nearly everything just calms down after the
It is.
laps. Yeah.
And now Gilles is gonna make the move on Raikkonen. Is he? Raikkonen is moving a lot. Oh, Gilles has to try and avoid chain game there. So he couldn't really make a proper move. Raikkonen is fighting very hard to defend his position. Pushed Gilles a little bit off track. Gilles is doing a great move here.
What
is
a
he gonna
move
make it?
from
Yes.
Gilles!
Not yet, not yet. Raikkonen still down his inside.
Yeah, I called it too early.
Oh my god, and he still has the position. But now Gilles will have the inside again. Wow, what a fight for P3.
That was phenomenal.
And now,
very good racing from the two.
They touched.
Look at this.
They touched.
Oh,
oh my
contact.
god. There was.
Oh my life.
There was some frustration, I guess.
Yeah.
Who will take P4 then?
Oh,
it will be Gilles.
Back of chain game.
That was an amazing fight again.
Yeah,
now chain game very close to Raikkonen.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Raikkonen that overtake chain game. That's what I had to say, I think. I think that happened. But that's... Look to all the times. 0.2, 0.4, 0.2, 0.4. It's all so close.
Time penalty.
Thomas gets ahead of Verstappen.
Penalized for 3 seconds as well.
Wow, Thomas just overtake Verstappen on sector 1.
And Yarum goes through as well.
Yeah. Now Gilles.
Very good stuff.
Again trying to get Raikkonen in his position.
He's catching Raikkonen. He's
And
on
Sam
fresh
is
to
losing
tyres
a lot
line.
of time already.
Yeah.
So it will be a difficult one for him because look,
Yeah, it
the
will.
top
He's
5
on
is
the
so
level
close to
max,
each
so-
other.
Mm.
Well, Chain Game lost 2.3 seconds now. Don't know where that came
Yeah.
from.
There's a
Well,
battle
Thomas gets
right
ahead
off scrap
again
for
of
P7
Midnight.
between Thomas and Midnight,
It is.
which could convert into a battle for P6 because James Braden is
Yeah,
just up
the
ahead.
James Braden on my screen is a little bit laggy. So hopefully it won't interrupt the race really much.
Now make that a 5-car chain yet again.
Unbelievable.
You've got Jeremy Morris.
But now we have a
back
fight
battle.
at the beginning of the grid and at the middle. So it will be very difficult to choose.
Here comes
Gilles now
Jill.
going
He's
to
on the
try it
outside. Can he
but
get through?
that's
No, he's
possible.
not quick enough. But can he get a better
that's
exit?
better exit,
Oh,
and there was a little
contact!
touch there. When there's yellow in sector 3. What happened there with
Yeah,
Honey Badger?
what
Honey Badger
happened?
spun.
Oh dear. Poor
Disaster
Honey
for him.
Badger.
He spun. Now he's gonna pit again.
BRT is in second.
Oh, and almost
Second.
trashed himself in the pits.
Bloody hell. Thomas of a Oh, Honey Badger's
Yeah.
out!
Yeah, he retired on the pit lane.
Oh yeah.
It was too much for him.
Someone retires.
No problem. Honey
Yeah.
Badger also immediately
I've
left
always
session.
anticipated
Was too much
something
for him.
happen.
And now Gilles.
Yeah.
Is this gonna be the Raikkonen is defending
this
so
gonna be
good at
it?
the moment, but this is gonna be it. He is so much faster.
Is it? Yeah. He's got him.
Nothing Raikkonen
Will
could do to
Yarrow
avoid
get him
that.
as well? No, not close enough.
Only thing Raikkonen is possible to try now is to try and stay really close behind him and take him on the start-finish straight. It will be a difficult one because he has 3 lap older tires. And Sam is only 3.7 seconds ahead of Gilles. It will be very difficult for him to take podium here.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Well. Oh. Yeah.
I'm just gonna look to the times.
Yeah, Raikkonen's got DRS, so does Yarrow.
I think at the moment if
Chain
Sam
game,
pits, he
it's
only
over,
gets P11. So
Yeah.
he lost too much time on the medium tires. That's,
Yeah.
yeah, unlucky for him. But he did a good job to lead the race from starting at the back of the grid. Gilles is really flying already.
He is.
Well,
Chain
Chain
game
gets a
with
3-second time penalty.
too.
And at the moment Gilles also have the fastest lap.
It's a battle for still a battle going on for P7. As Verstappen is right on the back of Midnight as well. As JME goes through.
And Verstappen retired!
Oh!
Verstappen crashed!
Oh,
Verstappen crashed
poor
in sector 1.
Verstappen! Where has he crashed?
Don't know where it happened. I think the car already despawned, but I think he lost it in sector. Yeah, he lost it in sector 1.
Yeah.
Disaster
Oh, there's
for
his
him.
car. Stricken on the side of the road. Poor Verstappen. That was an enjoyable battle before he went off.
It was. But now we all already have 4
Now it's a 3-car battle.
retirements.
Oh, a bit of wheel spin for BRT
James
Midnight.
Midnight and Morris again fighting.
I know.
And just having flashbacks, I think. And what a move on Morris! What a move from Morris, but now he has a...
that was
oh,
a
yeah.
shot at
It was a little bit too
Yeah.
much, I think.
Tried a bit too hard going.
Yeah.
over there.
It was a... Wow,
Gilles
Gilles puts a
fastest lap.
134.9, wow.
I know.
On medium
Wow.
tires.
Yeah.
And it won't be that long anymore to Gilles to take his lead again from Sam.
Yeah.
Johan 4/10 of Raikkonen now.
Yeah. I think Sam is going on the 1 stop, I believe.
He is, well, Raikkonen gets a
Well,
3-second
Raikkonen-
time penalty.
Yeah.
Raikkonen is really trying hard to take his podium.
Yeah. He needs it for the team standings as well. Because who won? Medium Pilot has already won the championship, so
What happened to Nolan? Lee, we don't really know, but we think he crashed at the pit entry. And if it is that, it's...
if you could get back to
So
us,
unlucky.
that would be helpful.
Yeah, it would be really helpful to put it in the chat or something.
Oh, BRT goes down the inside.
Wow, Johan is getting very close to Raikkonen. Is he gonna try and make the move for P3?
What a move from Midnight.
He is down the inside, doesn't have a lot of space there.
they're still neck
Next
and
to
neck.
each other now. Very close battle.
Going at
Due to the
it.
Williams and the Mercedes. Little touch there. The Mercedes is
Yarm
now
up
in
the
front.
third. Thomas catching up to the chain game.
Well, Johan now
Yarm
gets
gets a 3-second
a
time
3-second time penalty, so that's undone for himself for Raikkonen.
It's like, it feels a bit like Russia, because it's so
It
easy to get
does.
penalties out on this.
I think
track.
it's even easier at this track than in Russia.
Yeah. Morris with a 3-second time penalty. With James Braden catching up, despite having like his tyres being 2 laps older than Midnight and Morris.
It is,
There's
or
another
Raikkonen gets another.
penalty for
Oh,
Raikkonen. Oh, Raikkonen.
Raikkonen is really trying as hard as he can, but I think he's trying a little bit too much now.
Yeah.
Well, at the moment Yarham is going very fast and also almost is about to overtake Sam. Gilles already did that without seeing it. Gilles is going so fast again. Don't know if you know, but Gilles is one of the most unlucky drivers in Speed Force racing.
Yeah.
He has already led so much races and then just lost his connection or crashed or slipped.
Yeah.
It's a really unlucky
Bit
driver.
similar to he's a bit similar to James Killers because he's
It is.
fast out in qualifying, but his connection lets him down.
And now,
But his Yarm right on the back of Sam.
at the moment, it's looking very well for Gilles. We're only gonna say he already won it because
Christmas
anything can
must
happen
have-
while Morris
yeah.
and Midnight are fighting again.
Yeah.
But at the
Sam's
moment,
still right on
the
back.
fight for P2 is on between Yarham
Yeah.
and Sam,
I'm keeping an eye on VRT Raikkonen.
and that will be
because
an
he
easy
could-
one for Yarham.
He'll be waiting for an opportunity in case something happens between the two.
Yeah, it's an easy move for Yarham. Sam on
Yeah.
16 lap
It's just a
old
matter of
mediums
chance that
now.
Raikkonen passes him because of those tyres.
Yeah, Raikkonen still has a very good chance to take a podium
Yeah,
today
yeah,
because
with
Sam
another
still needs to
penalty.
pit.
With
And
Thomas
Sam is
right on the
going
back of
very
him.
close, very slow now at the moment. He really doesn't have any grip left. If I was him, I shouldn't wait too long anymore
Yeah.
to pit to the soft tires.
Midnight with a penalty. With Jeremy Morris, with him and Morris still battling each other.
There could be plenty of penalties.
Yeah.
Well, Raikkonen is now gonna overtake Sam to take his podium position at the moment.
With pass.
And we're gonna look now at the moment. Sam is gonna be around P12 already, I think. So he is really losing time on those old mediums right now. Well, Morris and Midnight are fighting again next to each other.
Yeah. No surprises.
A great
Oh,
fight
this is
from
getting
both of them.
interesting.
James is really looking to
It's still
get his
fighting
advantage
each
of
other.
it.
Holy cow.
Midnight still on the inside.
Yeah,
And now he
Braden,
did the
keep
move
an eye on
and James
Braden.
is so close right now. James Morris just really at the back of Midnight. Oh, James is a little bit struggling, I think, with his tires. It's an interesting one. Midnight is on the hard tires, while Chain Game gets
Yeah.
into the pit. It's hard tires versus medium tires. That's very well done of Midnight then, I think. Because Midnight will have the advantage at the end of the race. While Frodio gets another 3-second time penalty.
Close. Thomas with a 3-second time penalty.
Thomas is doing a great job also. Not really having
Yeah.
any battles, but he is securing his
Now
position.
to take a look at the penalties. We've got James Braden has a 3-second penalties for multiple warnings on lap 1.
While Finn gets another
He's got,
3-second time penalty.
I'm just looking at I'm just gonna looking what happened to penalties. So it's for James Braden, that's 3 seconds. Double warning for Braden. Double warning for Braden.
Well, Raikkonen is closing in
It's
again.
going
The
to be
gap
so
on
hard to keep
Jarmo.
track of the penalties.
It is.
Yeah.
It's very hard to keep that on track, but Raikkonen is
Yeah.
now having the advantage
Braden
on
with a
Jarmo
3
on
second
pace.
time with a 6 second time penalty as it's looking.
It's unbelievable that GP2, the GP2 champion now is leading, racing in P2. That's
Yeah, it's
unbelievable good from him.
So that's a 9 second penalty for Braden.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Yeah. And
Morris so close. Well, Clocky boy gets in front of
Verstappen
Sam.
has
Sam has
3 second
pitted.
time penalty. Well, 3 second time penalty on that one, so that means so to add up.
Sam is in P9, and if I look to the gaps,
Oh, he was out of the race.
it's
anyway,
still possible for him to
yeah.
get around P6 if he can
Yeah,
have a
it
good
is.
pace. Well, Raikkonen gets in front again of Jarmo, but Jarmo will now have the slipstream
Yeah.
and DRS. No, he won't have DRS because Raikkonen got it. Oh, that's so close. Jarmo is gonna try it down the
Close.
inside.
What's gonna happen? He's got him.
Oh, Raikkonen
No, he
almost
hasn't.
lost the car there
Ah,
because he have to give
yeah.
space to Jarmo.
Mm.
What a fight from Raikkonen, what a great race he is having. Well, Midnight gets in front again of Morris. Well, Gio gets a 3 second time penalty now. That could be interesting.
Yeah.
Can you just look for Jarmo and Raikkonen, what their penalties are?
Hold on. Yeah, can do.
Because maybe it can light up something in drop 3.
Yeah, I'll see that. Yeah. Raikkonen had a warning for a collision with Bullet Boy in the opening lap.
Well,
So,
Raikkonen and Jarmo are having a great fight at the moment in sector 1.
Wow.
Don't crash, guys, please.
ooh,
Oh, that's so close from both of them. Wow. Great racing
know.
at the moment. Raikkonen just behind. Jarmo, he really has to watch out that he doesn't lose his car.
Yeah.
If you're driving so close to the guy in front of you. Oh, Jarmo almost lost it.
3 second time penalty from Raikkonen so far, and that's make that 6. So as it, so Raikkonen currently has a 6 second time penalty as it stands. And as for Jarmo,
Well, Jarmo is trying to get to make the move again on Raikkonen.
yeah.
Go the inside or the outside. They go on the outside. He doesn't have enough pace for that. Raikkonen still in
3
front, but
seconds,
Jarmo is
Jarmo.
faster at the moment with slipstream, with ERS power. He doesn't really have any left. While Raikkonen gets almost full ERS left, and Jarmo doesn't have almost any left. That could be interesting.
9 seconds for Jarmo.
So Raikkonen has
This is
3
looking
second
bad for him.
advantage. It is really looking bad for Jarmo at the moment.
Yeah.
Doesn't have any ERS left,
No.
and got 3
A
seconds.
12
extra
second penalty so
For
far.
who?
Jarmo.
Ooh, that's looking very bad for him then.
Yeah. He's
Now
going to
looking very good for Raikkonen at the moment. So Thomas at the
7
moment
actually.
could be on the podium.
Yeah, looking that way.
Well, Sam goes now faster at the moment, a 134.3 on the soft tires. Just gonna look if Gio takes this 25 points. He is, just a moment. He is 43 points ahead of Nolan. So it's still possible for Nolan to take P2 then, but it's almost that Gio has to have 2 DNFs then. So it will be very difficult then for Nolan to still fight for that second place. At the moment Sam is very close to overtaking James. And if he overtakes James, Morris and Midnight aren't far away. Sam with DRS fighting to overtake James in the Haas. James is giving him a fight. It's a really close. Oh, he pushed
Sam
him
got
off track
forced out
there.
wide.
He does. That's very brave defending of James.
Yeah.
A little bit hard maybe.
Yeah, very hard, but
Yeah, he
great
was staying on the.
defending.
Yeah, he is doing it very well. But now, oh, that
Oh,
was
that
so
was
close. What a reaction of Sam to avoid that.
That could have ended gnarly if
Wow,
he didn't do anything
that could have
about
ended
it.
in tears for both of them. What a great move of Sam to avoid that, while Raikkonen gets overtaken again by Yarham, and they're again fighting in Sector 1. Please stay safe, guys.
Keep it clean,
And
please.
Raikkonen just lets him through. I think Raikkonen knows he has the
Morris
advantage at the moment.
overtakes Midnight, but Midnight gets a better exit, and they're
Now
side
they're
by
doing the same
side.
again. Also, stay safe, guys, please. They're going side to side in Sector 1. That's so dangerous always. While Morris gets now a penalty.
Sam is closing in on the 2.
Yeah, Sam is doing a great job at the moment on way fresher tires. Well, Thomas is getting a little bit closer to Raikkonen now. Well, Raikkonen is gonna try and overtake Yarham again.
4 off.
And he did that very well. And now Yarham will try to overtake Raikkonen again. Sam, now side to side with Morris. Has the inside.
Ooh, whoa, this is wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Sam is faster, but it doesn't look like at the overtakes already that he is faster.
On Morris. Ooh,
Now he is on the inside. This has to be the move. There's a little touch from Morris. But Sam now secures his 6th place.
Now on the back of Midnight. What can he do?
He is.
In?
Also, Yarham is very close to Raikkonen again. That will be the first battle to watch. Yarham trying to overtake him down the inside. And he did that very... Oh, no, not very well. He gets
15 seconds.
Yeah, and I think that's really fight over then. Well, Sam gets now down the outside of Midnight.
What a move. This is very good racing between the 2.
And it is place 1. Now, did they touch there, or did Midnight just lost his car? I think Midnight just lost it a little bit.
Yeah.
I hope he did. But James Braden gets another 3-second time penalty. They look to Thomas, only 3 seconds now behind.
Closing in.
Yeah.
I mean, he is on fresher tyres, but
could you be looking to how many penalties Thomas has? Maybe that's an interesting one too. Because Raikkonen got 6, Yarham got 15. And what does Thomas has? Because he's only 3 seconds behind Yarham and Raikkonen at the moment. Well, Raikkonen gets overtaken by Yarham again.
3 seconds for Thomas so far.
Then at the moment he is in P2.
6 seconds for Thomas. Well, again, yeah, hold on.
So both Raikkonen
and
6-second
penalty for Thomas, so it's not.
So Raikkonen and Thomas both have 3-second time penalty, 6-second time penalty.
Yeah.
That could be an interesting one. And Raikkonen is still battling, so it's more possible that he gets a penalty.
And so are Morris and Midnight and Morris.
And look to Thomas,
who are on the back of
1.8 now.
them.
Morris is seeing his chances at. Thomas is seeing his chances at the moment.
Yeah.
It really went from 4 seconds a few laps ago now to 1.1.
Oh, Midnight went a little bit wide.
Now Yarham, I think he is too far away to try it on Raikkonen. Yes, he is. Well, Gio already has 11 seconds ahead, so it's really a walk in the park for him today.
Yeah.
Thomas now can see both Yarham and Raikkonen driving.
Both of them in his sights.
He's gonna have DRS. Well, Raikkonen gets another 3-second time penalty.
penalty.
So at the moment,
oh
Yarham
my
is
goodness.
driving at P2
Yep.
and Raikkonen in P3.
Hold on, Raikkonen has a Yarham has a 15-second penalty, I think.
Yeah, Yarham is gonna fall far away, I think.
So it's working in Thomas's favour, in fairness. Although he does have a 6
If Sam,
time penalty.
at the moment, doesn't have any penalty, he is driving at P3. So if you could check that for us,
this is gonna be good. Good for
that
us.
should be amazing if he doesn't have any penalty.
Yeah.
It will be a disaster for Raikkonen because he has really done a great race.
Yeah.
That should be amazing for Sam.
It would be.
Well, Sam gets a 3-second time penalty at this moment. Unbelievable!
Oh no!
There goes the dream!
Gets a warning, 2 warnings for the car. So I think 1 more he gets a penalty.
I think it was his only penalty. No.
Yeah.
Ooh, so it really grabbed me. He is on the soft tires. If he can secure the gap a little bit, it's still possible for him to take podium
it's
today.
It's only penalty from
wow, it's so close at the moment for the podium.
6 seconds. Oh my gosh.
So he needs to close in around 1.5 seconds to take a podium today.
Yeah.
Starting from the back of the grid.
Still a valiant effort from Sam.
Well, Morris is still in the DRS range of Midnight.
Yeah.
But now Midnight, I think, has the better compound of tires.
Out in front.
He is. We didn't really much.
Oh!
There's yellow sector 2, big
yellow
Virgil
flag.
retired.
Oh, yeah, poor Virgil. Wish I could see what happened, but anyway. There's the meaningless battle for P11, which is like it's like battling over a spoon at this point because of between Fotio and Vin.
And I'm now asking myself what happened with the pace of Thomas. He really closed in like a second a lap, and now he is around 3 laps at 1.2. He is.
Yeah.
Because at the moment he still is in P2. But Sam only has well, there's yellow in sector 1 and sector 2. What happened there? And it's a Ferrari. It's chain game.
Oh, it's chain game.
Chain game spun, I think.
So that's for now. That's Fotio in the points.
It is.
Vin gets a 3-second time penalty. This is really psychological warfare between Yarn and Raikkonen. Though Thomas is joining in again. He has DRS.
Thomas is now really close. This has to be the moment that he really gets close while Clarky Boy and James Braden are fighting again.
Yeah. They have each other.
There aren't any overtakes at this moment. Thomas gets very close there.
Very close.
Almost. The last lap, we're lap 27 of the 28. It's very interesting at the moment. Who will take the podiums? Well, James and Clark still fighting. It's yellow again in sector 3. Is it chain game again? Yes, it is.
It's chain game again.
And he retires himself then.
Dear. Disastrous ending to the race.
Then he retired him.
Both Ferraris are out.
Both DNF, and we saw that way too much this year.
Yeah.
In SFR and GP in the Premier Division.
Yeah.
And Sam won't be able, I think, to get to the podium today.
It was a good.
Well,
I mean, I admire him for going out on the soft.
Raikkonen trying the inside of Yarham, and they touched.
What a move!
Yarham touched the back of Raikkonen.
Still at it.
And now.
Oh, contact touch between Yarham and Thomas.
Oh, the grip is gonna fall away, and now Thomas is trying the inside.
Go down the inside. Oh.
Oh, that's a close one. They can still, and now Sam has the possibility because they are going very slow at the moment because they are fighting very much. I look to Midnight, he's very close now to overtake Sam. Wow, what is happening in this last lap of the race? The drivers who are watching
Thomas is
now
on fresher
are gonna
tyres, so he could
start.
use that to his
The last
advantage.
lap.
It's the final lap.
Thomas at this
Jill
moment will
is
take
low on
P2.
fuel.
At the moment, Raikkonen has P3. Sam is only 2/10 away of... Nah, it's a little bit more.
Yeah.
It will be difficult for Sam to take the podium, but everything is still possible.
It is.
Because if we get a fight again with 3 of them here, well, Clocky Boy and James are still fighting each other. What a race they had.
Yeah. Thomas on the back of Yarm. He has DRS, but he's low on fuel. Gonna have to make this count. But Yarm also
Thomas
has
is gonna
DRS
overtake
also,
him.
not Raikkonen.
He's gonna overtake him. Down the outside,
Yeah,
he's trying
gonna.
it. Oh, and they
Oh,
touched. There's a touch.
My
Yeah,
God.
that was... Johan didn't
But
leave
Thomas gets forced
any
wide.
space, I think.
Yeah.
Well, Sam and Midnight now
Then
fighting.
Midnight.
Also a little
Oh my
touch.
goodness.
And,
Oh, what a move!
James
What
Morris!
a move by
Oh
Morris!
my God, Morris!
Gosh,
What
what an
the
end to
hell
the
are you
race!
thinking?
As
Well,
Jill wins.
the race. It's not
Very
sorry for not
dominant
looking at,
drive
but
from the
yeah,
Haas.
It is, but now we're fighting it. Yarm almost lost his car. It's Raikkonen in P2, but Thomas will take that, I think, with penalties.
Raikkonen
If Gio win this race, Thomas
on
in P2,
second
Raikkonen in P3,
penalties.
Yarm in P4.
Yarm fourth on, but it depends on what happens on penalties. But Sam
Sam is
crosses
gonna
the
be
line to get
P4,
fourth.
Midnight P5, Yarm only P6 with his penalty.
Yeah, massive shame for
Wow.
Yarm. It was a very good effort from the GP2 champion. Whoa!
Oh, James
Braden
is
nearly
having
lost control of his car.
very much trouble.
Yeah.
But what a race we
Possibly,
saw.
eh?
That
Who's
last
gonna
lap
get
was
the final
unbelievable.
point between Fotio and Vin?
Fodio or Vin. It's one of the two. It will be Fodio.
Final lap. That's Fotio.
Wow.
What a race!
The final lap, it looked like
Hello.
everyone was fighting with each other.
Yeah.
We then were able to
Very
watch
good
Gio.
race from Sim. I think he
Yeah.
has got to be. He's got to be my driver of the day for me.
But also a very solid race of this man. Gio wins
Well
here
deserved
in the
win.
America. Wow, what a drive of Gio.
I know.
What a drive.
Very
He
good
didn't do
effort. Effort.
A lot of battles.
Very good effort.
But
Yeah,
he
very
did
good effort
win
from-
it.
Yeah, very good effort from Clarky Boy from GP3 into GP2, sorry, into coming into to come 8th. But what a good race!
It is the final standings
Yeah.
without any Stewart collisions. Gilles wins this race. Thomas in P2, Raikkonen in P3, Sam is 4th, Midnight in P5, Johan P6, Morris in P7, Clarky Boy in P8, James Braden P9. Fodio takes the last point, and then out of the points is Vin
Really,
and
everyone
Venom.
has penalties.
It is.
Everyone has got a penalty except for
Chain
Bullet Boy who
Game,
went out on the first
Virgil,
lap, I think.
Verstappen, Honey Badger, Nolan, and Bullet Boy didn't finish this race. Wow!
I know. That has got to be the race of the week.
It is. I know Gilles only talks French, so it's not worth inviting him. I will invite Thomas and Raikkonen. Sorry for the screen going blue, guys. I just invited our top 3 at the moment. So hopefully they will be in for some commentary. And we have already Thomas in. We're just gonna wait if also Raikkonen will join us. Just check, Thomas, please, if your voice is able to share.
Yeah, it's all shared. It's all
Very,
fine.
very well. Just gonna wait if Raikkonen also joins the party. And then we're going on to the drivers. But what a race we had, Shadow. Unbelievable.
Unbloody believable.
I don't think Raikkonen will be here, so Thomas will get onto you.
Yep.
What a
Hey,
race,
Thomas.
mate!
Well,
P2.
Good race.
Very
Yeah,
congratulations for your podium, mate.
Cheers for that.
Not a problem.
Yeah, so this is one of my worst tracks. I absolutely hate it driving around here.
Yeah.
We didn't saw that.
The
You did a very good job, mate.
thing
Did you-
was,
Yeah. Phenomenal.
yeah, so the race was actually pretty good. I was pretty happy with the pace. It's just when the tires got a lot more wear, I just missing every braking point I was going into. Yeah, but I tried to extend the stop stint as long as possible. So I go into the pits and I get wing damage in the box just before I go in. So that just cost me so much race time just there. Yeah, I think the finish. So it said 18 seconds was the gap to him. I don't think that's the true gap. It should have been less than 10 seconds. I should have finished behind him. So I'm not disheartened by anything. That pace was pretty good. So yeah, nice to be on the podium for the first time here. It's my first race as well.
It's your first race,
Well
unbelievable.
done for that as well.
Yeah. You did an
Did you
unbelievable
feel
job
like
because...
you were when you were closing in on that battle between Villarm and Raikkonen? Did you feel like the main thing you could rely on was penalties, or?
Yeah, I was monitoring. I was looking into penalties quite closely. I knew the two of them. I know the guy from TMC had a lot of penalties, so I wasn't really worried about him. But I was more focused on Raikkonen and what penalties he had. Yep. And there you go. Raikkonen's actually here, so.
He is here, Raikkonen. Congratulations on your podium, mate.
Good race.
Yeah, thanks. It was a tough one, but very exciting. I had few drinks before the race. So
That's
yeah,
not the rule, Kimmy. Kimmy wouldn't have
Yeah.
to drink.
The strategy to get yourself warmed up for the race.
yeah, that was very difficult. I never do a 31 in qualif, so
Yeah, it was a
So,
really good
yeah.
qualifying already, but in the race you did a really amazing job. In the first lap you were already from P6 to P3. You did really well today.
yeah, I took a good start. I don't know if my overtake on Bullet Boy was bad. It was hard to see. I knew I had contact with him, so I hope I just didn't make anything stupid. But yeah, it was very fun.
GG, Raikkonen, nice race.
Yeah, unfortunately, I've been held in the pit. I think I lost almost maybe 3-4 seconds. I got glitch on the wheel, and that was very hard to defend Gil because I didn't have, how to say, an advantage on the undercut with losing so much time. Yaram was 5 seconds behind me when I pit, and he was just behind me when I go up of the pit. So
Yeah,
and,
it was an amazing
yeah.
battle between you and Yarham.
yeah,
You
that
almost-
was
I think you
very.
battled for around 10 laps with each other.
I know.
It was really good to
And
see.
it also felt, it also felt like a battle of penalties, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't know the penalty because I got friends at home, so I was playing on the TV, so I could not ask the penalty during the race.
Yeah.
So it was just drive and see at the end.
Just drive for it, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it was very clean. I tried to stop less the battle, but because I seen Thomas was catching because we was battling too much. But he was trying overtaking me every time, and it was very difficult to get him out of 1 second with DRS. So
Yeah, you both did an amazing job, guys, so very congratulations
Amazing,
on your
lads.
P2 and P3. And
Yeah.
thanks for joining the commentary here.
Good luck for the next one.
well done, Thomas. Yeah, I should be not drunk next time. But lucky
Maybe-
that was
maybe
one
you
of
need
my
to.
best tracks. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think I got lucky. That was one of my best tracks. That's why I was able to drive minimum good.
Well, you did a great job, mate. So very well done.
And just to say, Nolan was had some drink too, and he was
Yeah.
driving on cockpit view.
Do you know what happened with him?
Yeah, he crashed in the pit entry.
Oh no, so
And
it really
Osmo
was.
squash him.
Oh, that's really disaster for him. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for joining us, and
Yeah.
congratulations on your podium,
Well done.
guys.
Yeah, see you
That
next.
See you
was
see you
the
next
one.
stream
podcast.
for tonight. Then that was the week of America here in Speed Force Racing. I hope to see you again next week. The circuit of Brazil. Are you looking forward to it, Shadow?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's a fast-paced track. Just again, itching to just get out there and race.
It is. I'm looking forward to it too. Guys, thanks for watching, and we'll hope to see you again next week of Speed Force Racing. Have a great weekend. Goodbye, guys.